Straight out of bed. Good morning.
Morning.
And this is the slightly late 8 o'clock Saturday morning coffee edition.
This is 8.
This is it. I can't right there. Just check on my new watch that you got me. Just tell me the time.
8:06 you do this.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's cool.
It doesn't tell me the time. You're so funny.
Because it was confusing.
Oh.
That's the date, sure. No, that's not the date. 8:06. Yeah. That's confusing me. So just typed 6 into here for the date. So that confused me there. Just getting used to the different face. Plus, you can customise the face by downloading different ones. So now it doesn't even tell me the
I love
time.
how excited you are.
It's amazing. It told me how long I slept for. I think actually it's still telling me I slept from sleep. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, so I'm not moving fast enough yet to set it any different.
Oh, that's not good.
So we'll see. It says I slept for 8 hours and 56 and it's still going up.
Well, let's just see. Let's not worry about that right now.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So, yes, Saturday morning, slept in. That's a good thing. Gosh, I don't think I've slept this long for weeks.
Oh, that's nice. What time did you sleep, John?
Just after 6, visiting the toilet.
Just after 6.
And then alarm on at 7:30. And then I snoozed to touch again. I didn't get out of bed till 10 to 7. 10 to 8, sorry.
Oh, fair enough.
It's alright, hey. Came down, and Finley's going crazy. Eden comes down, that's fine. You come down, Finley goes even more crazy, goes to another level. Where have you been this morning? Expected you 2 hours ago.
He's so cute.
Cute's one word.
It's really good. Both our neighbours are having work done out on their well, one of our neighbours is doing their garden, right? Which, considering we did ours over the space in about 4 years, I can't really complain about. And the people on the other side are having the extension put on, which is great. But the people that are doing the garden just left a half-finished bottle of orange juice outside on the wall for like 2 days.
It'll stay cold for the weather we've been having. It'll be fine. Perfectly fresh.
It looks like it's been like abandoned by builders.
No, definitely just them. I don't think the builders from this side have gone all the way to that side.
To drop off the orange juice.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, fun and games. Yesterday morning, they poured in loads of concrete type stuff.
We've been really thoughtful though, because they put like a screen up so that none of it splashed into our property.
Yeah, really good builders
I thought that was...
so far, I think. Even though they're not doing any work for us. Yeah, they seem pretty good, don't they?
Yeah, the 2 lads are funny.
Yeah, they are.
I
no,
just
they'll be
quite...
back now though.
Oh.
Because there's bricklayers and stuff next.
I've just quite enjoyed like listening to them talk, bobbins out the window.
Yeah, when you're 19, 20-ish, definitely got a different worldview to when you're a bit grown up. When you've got more stuff to do in life.
Like, obviously, like, they're working, and I'm guessing they're probably working full-time or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're sat out, like, chatting like they're men of the world. It's really funny. I'm like, oh, bless, you're so cute.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't say that to them.
No. They were nice kids, though.
They were
nice.
nice.
They're nice lads.
I think I only twice thought about going out and saying, do you want to watch Language a little bit, boys?
Was only one of them as well.
Yeah.
The one literally didn't swear at all.
No. The one that was going on about going back to the gym.
Yeah, he was funny. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they were doing a very physical job. And actually did it first as well.
Yeah.
Considering how much they dug.
They did a good job.
The usual amount of soil weight and stones that's in this soil, I know from personal experience. So fair play to them.
No, from personal experience.
I did a lot of digging to get this.
Yeah, me too.
Not quite as much, maybe, at the time.
Not quite as much digging as you, no. But still.
Bit of digging.
I did a lot of digging.
There we go. Yeah, so this weekend, so far this weekend, just actually doing the resting thing that Hannah talks about and having to sleep for once. Yeah. And I didn't really consciously do it, but I definitely didn't drink as much coffee the last couple of days on purpose.
That's good.
To sleep better.
It really makes a difference. Do you remember when you were drinking loads and loads of coffee?
No, I don't remember this time, because I think it's now.
No, but... Well... Oh, I'm yawning. I'm so sorry. You are drinking lots of coffee at the moment, but when you were drinking like loads of coffee and like energy drinks and everything, years and years ago,
right, yeah.
and it had such a negative effect. And then you stop, and it's hard to stop. Like you have that initial kind of period of time where it's really difficult, but actually, you sleep better. Like it gives you this false sense of energy, doesn't it? But actually, your body still hasn't had the rest.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah. It's true. Just don't down-regulate in the same way.
Yeah, I think
Switch off.
Well, your body hasn't actually had the rest, so it's false energy.
Yeah.
It's like taking steroids to the gym.
Yeah.
Like that's not real. What you're giving your body is this like
it's over and
you're
above.
pushing
what it can
yourself
actually
further
take,
than you
in a
can
sense.
actually manage.
Yes. No, that's a good analogy, actually.
Thanks. It's like steroids for your brain.
It's a little bit, isn't it?
Oh, they are. Energy drinks are awful, Julie.
They are.
They're so bad.
They are.
And the amount of people that drink them just like it's... And kids.
A regular drink.
Yeah. And kids. And I was explaining to one of the girls I work with about Lucozade, which obviously isn't... I don't ever think of Lucozade as being as bad as something like Red Bull.
Emerge. That's the worst one.
But just saying to her, like, this was developed for athletes. It was developed for sports people to have when they were doing, like, intense physical exercise. She was like, was it? And I'm like, so if you're not doing intense physical exercise, then you're taking something that is, you're then not, your body's not going to use properly.
Yeah. And actually, the way the amount of sugar and stuff like Lucozade works, actually it's best just after exercise, and actually about 40 minutes after exercise.
But not if you're not doing
But not
it.
exercise. Yeah. After.
Not just for
actually,
regular.
when you're recovering from some sort of intense activity, exercise, potentially exercise based, then the best time for adding something that's high in sugar to replenish that is about 40 minutes after, because it does push insulin up. And actually, in that context, that's a good thing. If you're just constantly pushing insulin up in just because you like sugary things, then that actually creates a different response, and ultimately the kind of end game of that continual insulin response and being overweight or whatever is type 2 diabetes, because insulin just gets out of whack. So yeah, but in a sense, I've very just thought about it, not in a kind of much more subtle way than the kind of smoking was in films and things like that, and advertising. I mean, it was kind of going out even when I was a kid, but it's kind of been glamorized in the sense of Red Bull sponsors so much cool stuff.
Yeah, really cool stuff.
And I don't actually. Nah. If you're going to have energy drinks, there's a reason Red Bull costs a lot more. It's a premium brand, better ingredients. Yeah, that's the way to go. And there's definitely applications, but because they sponsor so much cool stuff, get so much great advertising.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of been has been glamorized a bit. But then a lot of people are going to just look at the cheaper option and go, well, it's basically the same.
Yeah, but it's still because it's so glamorized.
Yes.
That they're going to look at it.
What a lot of people don't know when they drink a can of Red Bull is the people that are doing the Red Bull events or whatever, and even Lewis Hamilton used to drive for the Red Bull team, or obviously the Formula One team. Those guys aren't. This morning, those guys aren't. They are drinking Red Bull, but they water it down. They kind of have Red Bull like as a dilute, so it's a steadier hit of the caffeine.
Like
and all
when
the
you
other
have
things.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Well, when you have instant coffee.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Yeah, so they don't even use it in the same way as a full can of Red Bull. It's not like that feeding tube. I don't know if you've ever seen it. There's a tube on a Formula One driver. And basically, it's a water tube that goes into the helmet, and they can get a hit of water when they want it. Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought about how they could have a drink of water.
Yeah, it's not like it's a long race, isn't it? Really, you think about it. Sometimes in those cars for a couple of
Yeah,
hours.
no, for sure. And that's the kind of thing I think, how do they drink?
And
Oh, I know.
they don't pump them. They don't pump in Red Bull into them as they go round. Oh, what's that?
You could do with a little bit of energy now.
Quick tyre change. Drop another can in his can holder. Off he goes again.
Can you imagine?
But on that, the level of fitness for Formula One drivers and motorsport
That'd be the kind of thing they do in NASCAR.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So like Jenson Button, but obviously another British, it wasn't far off international level triathlon times for his level, because he was that fit to then be a Formula One driver. And actually, I believe there is the Jenson Button triathlon takes place.
Really?
Yeah, and I think the running's at Silverstone or something.
Silverstone?
Yeah, Silverstone.
Oh.
Because of his connection with
You said
motor racing.
Silverstone.
No.
I'm like, why is it in Silverstone?
Yeah, ridiculously fit and strong people. They did an academy, right? Okay. Oh man!
Wow. By the end of the week, the students are drinking so much. Oh wow.
That's the free stuff thing, isn't it? When something's free like that, then you, in a sense, psychologically kind of like, well, it's free, so it's okay.
Red Bull did an academy.
Yeah.
An academy of what?
Cooking, by the sounds of it. Or
No, they cooked for them all week.
Right,
But what
okay.
was the academy for? Flying, because it gives you wings. No.
No, or something.
Adventure sports. That's not what it's called. Extreme
sports. Could have been anything, couldn't it? But the point is, they're obviously promoting Red Bull and the fact that we've come and done this. Have some of our drinks as well. And
it's difficult, isn't it? Because there are companies that are like that, you know, do really good things, do things like academies, and like obviously Red Bull sponsoring some amazing things.
Leadership Academy.
Ah,
cool.
Red Bull is sponsoring some absolutely amazing things and making things possible for people that previously probably wouldn't have thought they could have done that, like on a professional kind of level, which is absolutely brilliant. Doesn't change the fact that 15-year-old kids or younger walking out of school with a can of Red Bull, or walking into school with a can of Red Bull, or something equally, you know.
It is in place now that most supermarkets and places like that do age check on energy drinks.
Yeah, but how difficult did it used to be to get alcohol when you were younger? Then it's not going to be difficult to get energy drinks.
Well, I don't have
Excuse
a problem
me,
now.
mate. Can you buy me some Red Bull?
Like I look 41, so it's okay.
No, but I mean, like, people can ask. I've had people ask me to buy them alcohol before. Now I say no, and I'd definitely say no to. I'd say more no to Red Bull, I think, than I would to booze. but other people wouldn't. People wouldn't find
no.
Or the mum and dad, or you know.
No. There's always the family shop down the road where you know the owner and mum and dad know the owner, and he's like, "Oh, go on, because I know your mum and dad." Yeah. There's obviously ways of maybe getting it, you know.
It's not like, I mean, if you can get cannabis fairly easily, you can probably pick up some Red Bull, can't you?
It might actually be harder now to get Red Bull. At Morrison's.
Yeah.
Whereas you just go along the car park towards my... No. There we go. So, yes, take care of what you put into your body, even if it's provided free.
Even if it's provided free.
By what's that word? By a company doing
philanthropic.
Yes, if they have those sort of good things they're doing, even though they're doing good things, doesn't necessarily mean they are
giving you good drinks.
The best, giving you the best option. Yes, but then also, it's round in circles, isn't it? You need to make sure your coffee's from a good certified place.
Yeah.
Fair trade if you can. All this sort of stuff.
The difference between having like a couple of coffees a day, even if you're buying rubbish coffee and drinking energy drinks, is massive.
Okay. Yes. You're right.
Because the amount of caffeine and sugar or chemicals and stuff that you get in, even like sugar-free versions of stuff. That's
a good point, actually. Some new research has been done that the taurine, that's kind of like the USP of Red Bull, and where the fact that they have a bull on their can and all their things come from, has actually now been shown to down-regulate some of the effects of the other stuff that's in it. So,
I always like the idea of taurine though, because I like the word.
more particularly
It's ridiculous, isn't
in
it?
my business around pre-workouts and things like that.
Yeah.
Taurine's been shown to be an inhibitor of
That's
the
so
uptake
crazy.
of other things that put in. So, oh yeah, I've got loads of taurine in. Well, that's not going to work then. But that's quite recent. That actually it's going to downregulate, potentially the caffeine is going to downregulate uptake of other things that are useful.
I see people sometimes in like places like B&M and Home Bargains chattering on about getting their pre-workout, and everything within me wants to go and have a conversation with them and tell them not to bother. But I don't, because I don't think they'd listen to me. They'd listen to you.
Right.
But like they're often like these kind of, you know, slightly jacked up lads. Not literally jacked up, I don't mean, but you know, like clearly well into. And I think I'm gonna, you know,
Oh, I've got
go
stand
over.
and I have a coffee station. What's that? Which stand was that?
Stand. I don't know because you know what I'm like. We have stuff,
Yes.
and then at home. Do you mean Jules? Ah, love it. Your house, Julie, is so lovely.
Yeah,
You made it beautiful.
definitely.
I think it's one of my favourite houses.
I've not been since it was still in progress.
Ah, sad for you.
I know. Anyway, I'm going to drink the rest of this coffee now.
After all
It's
that
actually
chat.
cool down, yes. And then get ready for boot camp at 9:30. So that's going to be good. And then fix the shower. This is an ongoing 2-week project.
It's really difficult.
It's not, I would say it's difficult time-wise to fix, but it's also difficult when I go to Wickes and a guy that apparently used to be a plumber tells me the wrong fitting again.
Yeah, that is annoying.
I've got to go and see
It's
somebody
difficult
else.
when you've got really long, really thick hair. And I literally,
Yeah, I
since
know
the
what you're
shower
talking
broke,
about.
I've
Oh my
been able
gosh.
to wash my hair once.
It's so
Because trying to
greasy
wash it
and
with
hard
shut
to
up.
straighten.
Trying to wash my hair with a jug of water takes about an hour. It's ridiculous.
The little drawer unit.
Oh,
the very
yes,
list.
yeah.
Remember.
Oh, cute.
That's really cool.
Oh, love it.
Right then. Say hello and goodbye.
Hello and goodbye.
I will see you on Monday.